Good morning, students. If you're watching this, it's because I'm at home, not feeling very well, getting some rest. I hope you all are doing well yourself, and I'm praying for you. All right, where are you at on this scale with your book review? Are you a 0? Are you a 1 or 2 or 3? Or are you a 10? Is anybody in the class totally done? I'm guessing probably not. And I'm guessing that there might be a few of you that are even on the 0 stage of your book review, maybe 1 or 2. So what we're going to do today is have a chance to get going on our book review, doing a little formatting to bump us up 1 or 2 points on the scale, and hopefully reading 2 or 3 chapters in your book review, again, bumping you up at least a point on this scale. So let's get to it. All right. Hopefully today you'll have a chance to read, format, and write. All right. Let's quick take a look at a previous student's example, and let's ask the questions. What's great about this formatting, and what is missing? If you'll notice, this student read the book Jesus Among Other Gods for her book review. Anybody else doing that book? Probably a couple of you. Okay, so notice what's great about formatting. One of the things that's good is that it's double spaced. Make sure it's double spaced. Another good formatting thing here is that the title is right up on top of the page. Book review by Jesus Among Other Gods. Right underneath that is the citation. Excellent. Just run it through a citation machine and cut and paste. Then after the citation, it says here, reviewed by, and then the student's name. That is excellent formatting. And then it goes on into a little short biography to add credibility to the author for writing this type of book. So the formatting looks great for the most part. What's missing, though, is up in the left-hand corner, there is no name, class, and date. And there is no last name in the header, and there is no page number as well. That's missing. So let's take a look at that and make sure that you guys are university-ready formatters. All right? All right. Follow the rubric, please. If you haven't had a chance to take a look at this rubric yet, all you have to do is click here or go to Google Classroom, and you will find that you have a book review section right here. And if you click on it, well, this is what it looks like for me. For you, it should have the book review rubric right there. All right. And the book review has the biographical information that you need. Don't forget to cite. Don't forget to put a good little short bio on the author, credibility for writing that type of book. You're going to have an application section. Don't forget that. Give me some good insights as to how you might use the information that you read in the book, or how it has impacted or even changed your thinking. Don't forget grammar, organization, and sentence fluency. If you're not a native English speaker, make sure you get someone who is to edit your paper if you need that. And then we've got the summary of the book thesis. Don't forget to draw out the thesis for your book review. That just is the biggest difference between a book review and a book report. A book review, the critical thinker takes the book, finds its thesis, and then answers the question, how well did the author accomplish his or her thesis? So in our example, Jesus Among Other Gods, the thesis might be something like, Jesus is far superior to the gods or version of gods of any other religion. Would you say that's a fair thesis? Now, how well did Rabbi Zacharias support that thesis? That would be your job to tell me, and that comes down here in the critical analysis section. You include at least 2 pieces of strong evidence, include at least 2 quotes from the book. Please use those quotes correctly in context to the evidence that you use, of course, and then you include at least 1 outside source that has already critiqued this book. You could even find some of that on Amazon and things like that, but do make sure that the critique is legit to some extent. All right, so make sure you take a look at that rubric if you need to. All right. Now, here's what you will be working on today. You will every one of you needs to format for your book review if you haven't done that already. Then you need to try to knock out a couple of chapters in your book review book. And then if you are done with your book review book, or you've read a few chapters and you're just ready to move on to something else, and you've done your formatting of your book review, you may then go to number 3, which is reading assigned pages. And I'll get to that and show you what those are in a second. All right, here is an example of a format that I want you to be able to accomplish today. make sure you have your formatting like this. Header with your last name up here and the page number. Then your name, double spaced, the class, double spaced, the date that the paper is due, not the date today or not the date you started it, but the date the paper is due. Then a space down again, put the title of the book, and then a space under that, you have your book's citation. You should be able to do this formatting today. Every one of you should have this ready to go so that when you're ready to write your book review, you are just ready to go. So don't forget to do a header insert. Header, and you go page number. You click this one, and that will give you the 1, and then the following pages, the 2 there, and then 3. Don't forget this should only be about 3 pages long at the most. And then you go back up here, insert header again. You click header, and that will allow you to write your name right there. And then you will have your name automatically and the page number on all following pages. Don't forget to format, line spacing, double space, correct? And that will give you the double space that you need. So follow this format. Make sure you have it exactly like this. I'll check on them next class and make sure that you have yours, and you will be ready to go. That alone should bump you up 1 or 2 points on the scale. So don't forget, you're going to make that format for your book review if, of course, you haven't started your book review yet. And then you're going to knock out a couple chapters in your book review today, or your book for your book review. And then if you're just kind of over it and want to move on to a different book, you may then start reading the assigned pages of our textbook. Don't forget that if you have not picked a book yet, my Kindle is available to you if you have no ethical issue with that. You can access it by downloading Kindle's Cloud Reader. Any phone, any computer can do that for free. And then you can put in this username, this password, and then you can access books like the examples right here, both of which are incredible books. All right, your homework is to read chapter 6, pages 71 to 74. Please stop at number 3, idealism. There's no lesson reflection today because there was no lesson. Okay, now jump to it. Make sure that you format your book review like our example here. And then you can knock out a couple of chapters in your book review book. And you are welcome to read your book review book for the rest of the class. That's fine. If you'd like to change a little bit, though, you may then open your textbook and read your assigned pages, which, again, are 71 to 74. All right. Have a great rest of your class. See you soon.